Oh my goodness, can you believe we are kicking off the Labor Day weekend? I am so excited. I love a good holiday weekend, and this one is kind of one of my favorites because it's a celebration. We are celebrating ourselves, which is kind of fun. So, if you don't know the history of Labor Day, it kind of came about in 1894 is when it was declared a federal holiday by Congress, and if you read about the time period right before that, so like the 1850s and the 1860s, the working conditions in America for average people like us would have been pretty rough. They were working 12-hour days, they were working 7 days a week, and they even had small kids who were working. And out of that labor movement comes a lot of the regulations that most of us are happy are in place. But it also became a day, they came up with this holiday to celebrate the American worker and their achievements. And I was thinking about us, all of us that are workers, and thinking, do we realize sometimes what an impact we have on people, not just with our jobs, because some of us have jobs where we have huge impact. I'm thinking of teachers, and I'm thinking about all the different people in medical field who are saving lives, our firemen, our policemen, all those kind of things. But then there's a lot of us that, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not saving anybody's life. I'm selling houses. But for me, I look at that and think about what kind of impact do I have on people with selling houses. So there's two ways I kind of looked at it. One way was a little bit more general, and that's just all the people I get to meet and talk to, and hopefully when they walk away from me, they feel better, maybe a little bit more empowered and educated on the home selling process or the home buying process or just the market in general, because it's been changing so much lately. So we're putting out all these videos to hopefully encourage you and give you some insight into kind of what happens in the real estate market. And then on the flip side of that, we sell houses. So for most of us, our house, the day we turn that key and walk in, it goes from being a house to a home. And when you have a home, it just feels different than having a house, because a home is where you feel safe. It's typically the place where you let your guard down. And I love that we get to be a part of that process. And of course, we cannot forget that owning real estate, owning a home is one of the best ways to increase your net worth and your wealth, because over time you're making the payments and your equity's going up, and then prices are always rising too. So those two things are always fantastic, that you have this place where you have the people you most likely love the most right there with you, and then of course you're building long-term wealth too. So it's a win-win. But as we celebrate this Labor Day weekend, I want to hear from you. I want to know, are you doing something fun out of town? Are you doing a project around the house? Are you a great cook and you're cooking something fantastic? Now, if it's an easy enough recipe, I'm going to want to link to it so I can give it a try. Now, if it's complicated, just know I don't have that skill set, so it's got to be easy. But what are y'all doing for Labor Day? I'm including some tips of things that we talked to the team, and everybody kind of gave us what different people on the team are doing, so you can kind of check those out in case you're needing some ideas. And I can't wait to see what you're doing. So drop me a comment and let me know, what are you doing this Labor Day weekend, and I hope it is a fantastic one. Bye.